like it. Oh, great. Another chilly morning. Alright. I haven't thrown this in a while, so we're going to see if the stop water works. Let me air this thing out. Hate this braid on here. If I got a fish on right now, it would just spool the entire line. I believe I know that's what I'm spending my money on. It's just spinning. Come on now. I'm reeling as fast as I can go, and this thing barely is reeling. I got a fix for it though. Oh, fish almost hit it. I'd be screwed though, because I wouldn't be able to reel it in, at least properly. Like, it just won't. I'm reeling it. You see, it's not reeling. All right, I gotta see if I can just get to. Help me. I have this weird synthetic braid on here too. I'm not going fast at all. It's just my line is spooling around the reel, so I'm trying to, like, I guess get the line wet enough so that it actually starts, like, catching or biting down so it doesn't free spin. Like, I can barely cast without the line already, like, about to do something crazy here. Just wet my entire... I promise you. It may look like I'm reeling freaking fast, but it's barely retrieving. It's the slowest retrieve ever. I haven't caught a fish here on this whopper plopper, but we're gonna... I hope my luck will change. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. But you're right, no, I shouldn't be reeling in fast, so spot on. The high is like 60 today, but Friday is gonna be like 80. Still the line, still not wet enough to catch. All right, the cast is getting a little bit tighter. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Trying a little bit of top water action this morning here in the backyard pond. East Coast, Wilmington, Carolina Beach area, Wrightsville Beach. Some coastal North Carolina. All right, it's starting to reel back to me now. And the casts are actually, all right. Things getting back to a little bit normal here. All right, nice. Small charter water, what's going on? Happy Sunday. We're catching a fish this morning on the whopper plopper. That's the plan here. See if we can get lucky here. It's pretty quiet right now. Pets are fed, coffee's brewing. Putting a little bit of work this morning, and I can relax a little bit. If it gets a little bit warmer here, might even consider trying my luck fishing on the water again. Nasty thunderstorm had snuck up on Friday when I tried doing a little bit of saltwater fishing. It like literally came out of nowhere. That's the thought. They were pressing me for food this morning, so they should be good now. only pets I check up on is these damn chickens. Sorry, I had something tried to hit this earlier, but it wasn't trying to take. I think it was just trying to see what this was all about, but it didn't pursue. Yeah, that's what I try to tell my wife. At this point, man, I'm telling you, if you get chickens, unless you got a lot of chickens, I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll be honest with you. Those things are work. It was fun when we first got them, but it's just me now. And these dudes ain't even covering their rent for what they eat. What's going on, Rogue? Yeah, same here. We're just giving it a try to see what happens. I think we're sitting at 61. Again, this weather keeps swinging, so can't get anything going. But I'm hoping after this week, things are moving in that positive direction. So we'll see. Saw something jump over here. Don't know if it was a cart, but we're gonna try to see what's up. Fred, I don't eat fish out of this pond here, only when I do saltwater fishing. No, right now the chickens at this point are pets, and occasionally they do give us eggs. I think we're like year 3. I think you may get like 4 to 5 years with them laying eggs, but it slows down after year 2. But yeah, at this point they're pretty expensive pets. So yeah, we don't eat our pets. Finally got around getting some crab line. I forgot to get zip ties for my crab pots, or crab baskets, but I might just use fishing line just to tie it down. I'm gonna try to catch some blue crabs this week. Appreciate the likes, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I know it's early. Usually I'm on like an hour later, but I'm trying to get work done here. It's not often I get to fish at 7:30 in the morning in the backyard here. Ooh, big fish jump on there. That's a serious hobby there. For the price you pay for eggs, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty justified. I have 9. No, we started out with 10, but we had a rooster. Had to get rid of that just because. I'm not saying we're not allowed to have chickens, but a rooster would have been a little too much. Plus, I didn't know rooster make noise all damn day. So now we got 8 chickens in the backyard. Yeah, that's my backyard right there. This is in the neighborhood. This is a natural pond back here in the fish out of. That's awesome, Smart Chart. Hope that's crushing it. Jewel, yeah, I have a huge appreciation for anyone that makes a living farming. Like I sell vegetables out of my backyard commercially, and I just do that as a side hustle. And the ups and down is pretty pretty interesting to say the least. Not to mention when you have weather like this here that changes, that can decimate whatever you're growing, or pests. Like there's so many things that could affect how well something either does or doesn't sell. So, and I don't do it for a living, so I can only understand. Like I can only appreciate the hard work that it takes to get to that point. Hey, good morning, Tropical. Trotter, back here I catch and release. If I'm saltwater fishing, if it's a keeper, 9 out of 10 will keep. It just depends on what I feel like. But if I'm saltwater fishing, I tend to keep fish that I catch if it's a keeper or a fish that I want. Pretty much, Fred. That's what I do. Just I come out here every day. Usually 8:30s during the weekday, just because I can't get on earlier than that with the kids, getting ready for school and stuff like that. And then I might pop on in the afternoon. And then I'm like Friday, for example, I was out here in the morning. And then I decided to go down to the beach, which I'm 10 minutes from the beach to do saltwater fishing and shore fishing. So I can mix it up whenever I want to. There's like 5 other ponds in this neighborhood. But this makes me pretty lazy considering this is here in the backyard, so. Yeah, crappies are delicious. I'm hoping this year is going to be a busy year the right way with regards to the charter. So you just never know. You just never know. I don't know why, but I was on TikTok looking at something. I don't know. I saw this video about these people making a living in the Appalachian Mountains, gathering worms, like worm grunting. So then I'm like just Googling the hell out of worm grunting. 'Cause I got tons of worms in my yard, and I really should be using that as live bait while I'm throwing this here, having my line set out. Yeah, that's a nice pond to have. It's a tad smaller than I would want my pond to be, but hey, it's not bad. It's not a bad pond, I have to say. Fishing addict, Wilmington, man, Wilmington. We coastal North Carolina here. Is that lake just busy with all the amount of tournaments they do on that? I feel like every time I see something, there's always some major bass fishing tournament going on there. All right, it's reeling a lot better now. Let's just see if we can get a fish with it. Yeah, I gotta get up to topsail. If I did this full time, I'd definitely do a lot more. But you know, you boys gotta work and earn a living for right now. But we getting there. We getting there. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I would love to try get into some fishing tournaments this year. But A, they're expensive, and B, they're expensive. But I thought about doing some of these series ones. That seems a little more reasonable. Ah, that's pretty sick. None of my friends are that cool. Are we stacked? Okay. Try and mix it up this morning. I did manage to catch a fish on the donkey rig before I broke my line off in the tree. Caught a fish with the Texas rig. Destroy fish with the crankbait. I gotta get one on the chatterbait, spinnerbait, and I got swim bait too. Let's not do that. Appreciate y'all liking the stream, hanging out with me this morning. I know it's early, but hopefully get some fish here. Come for the fishing, come for the relaxation. You know, it's too cold in the morning when the alligator's not hanging out. Because there's 3 back here, but they're, I don't know where they go. They're probably in the deeper part of the pond, but I couldn't tell you where they disappear to. That's nice, smart water. Small water. North Carolina, Fred. So, fish hanging around here on the bank here. Yeah, big lizards that they don't play nice. Yeah, like you wouldn't even know. I mean, everyone's surprised that North Carolina has gators. First of all, they think it's always in Florida. North Carolina has a huge population of gators. Some of the craziest things happen, like where I was fishing. So where I keep my boat, It's called Carolina Beach, like the basin. And every few years, I know it happened last year, but it happened a couple years back too. They had a damn bull shark terrorizing people's boats in the basin. So they had to like take the thing out. What's even more crazy is like usually we'll just anchor up there and get out in the water and just swim around if it's too busy on the waterway or too busy to go to the beach. That I don't know. I haven't seen anything recently in the news or on social media with regards to the alligator. I did see there was one like on the north side of town where there was this thing had to be 7-8 feet. That was in basically in someone's front yard. They had to like call wildlife, get it removed. It was a big alligator. And occasionally you get one that might be crossing the street downtown, coming from Greenfield Lake. That'll shut down traffic real good. Basement, I'm throwing Whopper Plopper. All right, Fred, Callie. Been there a few times. I'll show you. Let's see. This is what we're throwing here. It's my only Whopper Plopper. Salisbury. What county is Salisbury? I'm trying to think. Small water. That's what I had to do the other day. I was trying to fish off this bank now that I caught a fish over there, but the alligator wouldn't move at all. So I had to throw a log in its direction to like create some kind of vibration that finally got it off the water. And then it just sat right by the bank staring at me till I walked away, and then it got right back up there. Like it was like, this is mine. Always has been, always will be. And then what's weird is there was one laying here in the grass along the bank here, and I barely walked on it, and it's already like getting back in the water, which that's what they usually do. But as of lately, they've kind of been standing their ground. So I'm like, I don't want to test their patient or see how fast they can run, because I got these extra tough boots on that I'm not trying to sprint in. Okay, all right, I hear you. We'll give it a shot. I mean, I would think this is a nice big bait that they would want to jump on, but these fish are very, very picky. Let's try to throw a retention pond here. You know what's cool about this here? This is other than they made this retention pond here, obviously for runoff drainage in the neighborhood, but this actually used to be a lot bigger. Oh shit, Fish right here. It actually used to be a lot bigger before they start putting houses back here. I hit the fish right on his head. Okay, okay. But the fish are jumping, which is nice. Whatever you do, don't buy synthetic fishing braid. It's so stupid. I've never had such disdain for something. All because I was trying to be cheap with it. It's the worst. That's why my casting and reeling has been trash this morning, because this stuff it just doesn't work. All right, let's try over by these trees and see what happens. Give it a shot. 16 likes, y'all. I like that. One of these days I'm gonna take this boat out, but it's gonna take an active guy because it's just a lot of work. The other boat that I use is so far away across the bank there. But I did recently pick up a kayak, so that's it's been pretty nice. The only reservation is my worries is getting eaten up by an alligator. So I just gotta make sure I'm on my A game. All right, let's see how we can. Let's do this. But we got crappie back here. Nice size crappie, nice size bluegills. There's some catfish. If I reel this thing slow, it doesn't plop. Strangely, oddly enough. What else? Mud catfish. We got carp back here. We have garfish. I've never seen a garfish back here, but that's what some other person was telling me. We have pretty sure we have crawfish. I've seen them in my driveway plenty of times. And then we got blue crabs too. And largemouth bass. It's just a pond in the neighborhood. Nothing special. Gunner, what's going on? Nothing yet. I had a little tiny hit when I was messing around with the line because my line's been jacked. This is slowly starting to get better, but I might just have to bite the bullet and spend money on buying tons of braid and switch them out on a lot of my lines. I think this is the only line that I have like this, like the spider wire. I hate it. I hate it. What did you catch it on? Yeah, I'm not definitely not a fan of it. It snaps. I just never seen something give so easily. That's how I lost my brand new chatterbait after like 2 casts. Spinning. This is the Daiwa Crossfire. No, it's the D-Shock. Yeah, that I don't know where I got it from. It was a combo. Can't go high end. Waiting for those sponsor deals to come through. Those brand deals that I can step up my gear. Oh, chicken, all right. That fish has just jumped right there. I'm hoping this is the week I'll be able to go with that charter captain, try to fish the river. With the kids being on spring break and we're not doing anything, we'll be able to get out a little bit earlier and get on the boat too, so should be a good week. Yeah, you don't need anything expensive to get the job done. I've seen people use redneck setup with like a stick with the simplest guys they put on. I literally saw somebody fishing with a dang. They put a reel on a tennis racket, catching fish. Nothing yet, Chris. They're jumping. They're just not getting after this plopper here. Before anyone says anything, this is all I have. This is the only thing I brought. Living on the edge here. I want to buy some quick clips so I can hopefully switch out lures a little bit easier than it's just a pain in the butt to do it the old-fashioned way. This way I can fish more longer without fiddling around with gear. At least that's the thought. Anthony, what's going on, man? Yeah, I picked up a couple of. That's why I was using that donkey rig setup that I had. It was like a Z-Man Razor Shad, and I like the way it swims. Almost like a fluke, but more designed like a minnow shad bait, and actually pretty durable. I feel like you'd be hard pressed to rip it or tear it. Compared to like other, like, was it a zoom bait that I use? Like if I have a bad cast or a backlash, that bait is cooked. All good, man. I appreciate the love though, y'all. Hope everyone's doing all right this morning too. Just trying to get my little fishing rep in here before I have my coffee this morning. We're sitting at 20 likes too. I appreciate that too. I was messing around in the garden. There was so many big earthworms. That's what got me looking at worm grunting, because I'm like, man, I really can get a lot of worms here. I just need a proper place to keep them alive and healthy and reproducing. Nice. I mean, that coffee's gonna be delicious because I'm pretty sure we're like in the 50 degrees right here right now, and I'm in the shade. Plopper, you're disappointing me right now. Okay. I think I have some buckets where I think I tried making like a little worm tower that I can put them in. I either gotta find the buckets or just get more buckets to redo it. Like I said, we got I got some. I can literally just take a shovel. I can barely dig, and then I can pull up a handful of worms out of the yard. It's a good thing about gardening. That's pretty smart. Oh yeah, cornmeal. I totally forgot. That's something I remember doing with my grandfather, like having cornmeal on a bait bed. Dag, that brought back some memories there. Huh. That would have never even popped in my head until you just said that. It's crazy. I had to get back in the sun. I was getting iced out. See, fish just jumping. Fish are jumping. I would love to try this top water when it's in the afternoon. A lot of bugs are on the water and fish are just going crazy. Sounds like a feeding frenzy. Ace, what's going on? Yeah, I would. It's more work than you think. I don't have a motor for it. And it's not my boat, it's my neighbor's boat. He's the one that has a motor, but I'm sure I can get it from him. And I gotta get my red wagon, drag it down here with the battery, the motor. Then I gotta put the anchor on it. Do I even have the anchor still? I think I do. I think I took it off the other boat. I think I see if I can make some kind of like fishing rod holder to put on the back side of it, or something that can hang. That way I can put on multiple fishing rods. That is the best boat to fish if I'm going to stay one place and have several lines out, because I'm not going to be drifting anywhere. $22 likes, appreciate it. It is. It's cold this morning, y'all. I'm telling you that right now. It's not supposed to be this way. All right. Come on, fish. So when I was least paying attention to it, that's when I had to hit. But it didn't want to commit to the bait. Gunner, yeah, you can keep that, bro. That's crazy. Guess I shouldn't really be complaining. I just don't like cold. Funny enough, I don't like it hot neither. I think 80 degrees is pretty optimal. Fred, I usually go live like every day. Yesterday I was feeling a bit lazy. I was doing a bunch of yard work, so I didn't do it. But at a minimum, once a day in the morning, and then I'll try to shoot for like in the afternoon. That's been my rhythm. It's just because it's easy for me to. Most of the time you find me out here because this is off the backyard, so I'm always throwing a line. Not that it takes a huge effort, but if I'm gonna go down to the boat to go fishing, I'm usually gonna be gone for several hours doing that, and it's just a lot more involved because taking the boat out, then I gotta rinse the boat off. If I'm keeping fish, I gotta clean the fish. It's just a lot of extra steps that I don't have to deal with if I'm fishing out of the backyard. So in some ways I'm a little lazy with it, but it's still fishing. I try to keep it simple. I don't take myself too serious. I'm just a guy that's trying to fish, enjoy it, make some decent content here. I have my six pack captain's license, so I did start a charter business like 3 years ago called Out East Island Charters. That I don't really, my primary focus is not necessarily fishing, just because again we have a lot of fishing charters down here, but I do offer it. People want to do it, but it's one of those things like if you're looking to do like fly fishing, I'm not your guide for that. If you're looking to have fun, get on some fish, maybe I might be your dude. But I do like boat rides, take people for like cruises, island hopping. Really simple. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, you'll find me live here streaming twice a day. Normally, like I do like an hour. Though people, my friends are trying to get me to do it much longer, like a marathon. I'm not there yet, but maybe I might try like one, like a pull like a nighttime fishing stream back here, see if I can catch some catfish or something like that. But and then usually I'll share like 2 videos a week, ranging from saltwater how-tos, just my personal experience, what I've been learning. The goal this year is fish more, catch a lot more different fish, both freshwater, saltwater, and make sure I'm documenting that process. I haven't quite carved out my list. I kind of know in my head what I'm looking to get, but I don't know what that number yet is. What that number needs to be. Most of the time, no, because she already knows what I'm doing. Like, everybody in the neighborhood knows. Like, if they see me back here, they know that they will say I'm YouTubing. But little do they know what this leading to. So the only time I'm like, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go down to the boat, just because if something happens or if I'm delayed, she might need to go grab the kids or do something. So, but back here again, that's my yard. Like, I'm 5 minutes away. Not even 5 minutes. Like, I can walk to my garage in a matter of like a minute, get whatever I need. Every once in a while, I'll venture out that way and like fish off that bank side, or I'll hop on that paddle boat there, the pedal boat that I picked up. And then I do have a kayak that I got from my dad that I've been getting on more recently to fish on. I gotta get a better little like hand. I have this stupid like, I don't know if you even call it a dolly, but it's like just a 2-wheel trailer, whatever, that has no strap that you set the kayak on, and by the time I wheel it out of the garage and get it to the pond here, it's fallen like 3 or 4 times. It's so annoying. So I gotta find a better system to get it in and out of. But I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot more kayak fishing back here. Actually, I kind of like that. And I would have done it a lot sooner, but I had bought a kayak, but I returned it because I don't know if y'all see the price of some of that yak gear, that yak attack gear you gotta get. You don't have to have it, but I see why people do have it. You can be in the hole after you add all these add-ons to your kayak. And so at that point, I was like, either I spend money on that gear to outfit the kayak, or I can spend money on maybe fixing this up here, and that's not my boat. But then there's also, I see, like, let's see if I can zoom in the back corner there's like a John boat that was back here. It has some holes in it that needs to be addressed, but the plan is to fix that up, because I do want to be able to take that to lakes and things like that. So I got a buddy that works on boats. I might need to hit him up, just see what it would run, or maybe figure out how to do it myself. I did reach out to a company that has like small boat gear or small boat kits, because that is not my forte. So the fish are awake. They're just not into the whopper plopper here. That's all right though, because why? I got coffee waiting for me. My hands are starting to get that little numb feeling. I've been meaning to go magnet fishing back here to go try to find some lost gear too. Best fishing pole. Oh, these damn chickens. I hear them pecking like crazy in the coop because they're eating their eggs. Or an egg. Getting high on their own supply. But the plan is do some I haven't done one yet, but I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna add it to the rotation. Some catch, clean, cook videos. And we're about to add some blue crabbing. That is definitely going down. Yeah, but I just love fishing. Doesn't matter what kind of fishing. I'm just looking to try new things, try to fish new places. Just get better at it. Most importantly, just enjoy it. And if I can share that with the world, that's what I'm gonna do. So make sure y'all do. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please subscribe if y'all like fishing, boating content. I just share what I learned, what I think has made me better at doing this here, as well as just get my personal experience on the water when it comes to fishing or boating. So, but check this out. Since these fish are not biting, I'm gonna go have my cup of coffee that I haven't had yet. I'll be back at it. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer than it was. Might bust out some worms here. But like I said, do me a favor, hit that follow button, that subscribe. Check out some of the other videos on my channel. You might like what you see. I do catch fish. I don't always on my live stream, but you know what? I give myself the chance by coming out here. But yeah, like you see, like look again. This is the backyard. That's why we have our fence like taped like that, so we can keep our eye out, see the water, the view. But no complaints, here. But I hope everyone have a fantastic Sunday. Get some fishing yourself. I'll catch you guys next time out on the water. Thanks for hanging out.